I've tried using software tools to manage my LinkedIn network, and I hated it because no relationship is worth 20 minutes to do manual data entry, updating disparate systems. If you're anything like me, you try to nurture relationships the right way. You set up a spreadsheet or use some software tool to take notes. You try to manually grab emails, LinkedIn profile URLs, remember company names, add in relationship contacts, where you met, do they have kids, do they have a dog, what's the dog's name? But after 20 minutes of going through your email and all these different places to keep track of, you start to think, is this relationship really worth it? Am I ever going to talk to them again? You see, most CRMs, customer relationship management software, aren't built for the day-to-day organic relationship management. They're built for mass sales automation and creation of pipeline. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. But when I was starting out in business, this wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want to do mass outreach at that time. I was just looking to organize people that I was meeting in my day-to-day life, people that I already knew and had relationships with, or people that I was meeting at local networking events and connecting with on LinkedIn. So after years of experimenting and honestly avoiding CRMs altogether, I decided that I wanted to build something different. I wanted to engineer a personal CRM that I could keep track of people around LinkedIn, because that's where my relationships and conversations were naturally happening. I needed a way to create lists. I needed a way to store relationship contacts. I needed help gathering B2B emails. I wanted to design a way to reduce the manual work of putting all of this stuff together and keeping it organized in one place. And once AI came into the picture, I wanted to build AI tools in ways that actually allowed me to help stay human, to help with my personalization and amplify me, and not make me seem like a spammy sales bot. So in this video, I'm going to show you the software that we built. After years of trial and error, I was able to put together a software engineering team to design and build the product that I always wanted. So quick shout out to my engineering team who put it all together with the clickety clicks to do the clicks. So let's start with the basics. What is a CRM? A personal CRM is a relationship management system. It helps you keep track of the important details about the people that you actually care about. Think your friends, your collaborators, your clients, your partners, people that you have in your network. This way you don't lose touch over time. Back in my parents' generation, they had a Rolodex. They kept track of all of the people that they knew in one location. But the problem is that we all live in this hyper-connected world now where we all wear as a badge of honor the fact that we have 500 plus LinkedIn connections, not to mention all of the other people that live outside of LinkedIn. So in reality, it's very hard to keep track of who is who and how you met and who are the people that you need to follow up with. But even though we live in a hyper-connected world, we still live in a human relationship world. Think about the last time that someone surprised you by remembering something you told them about months ago. Or remember when somebody reached out to you on your birthday, not because Facebook reminded them, but because they remembered you and they wanted to see how you were doing. You probably felt two things. One, you were slightly impressed, and maybe you were a little creeped out, but mostly you appreciated the fact that they reached out. And this is what a good personal CRM needs to accomplish. In reality, it needs to help you with two things. It has to help remind you who to stay in touch with. And second, it has to be easy to update and maintain, because the moment it becomes work for you, you're going to stop updating it. And this is where I find that most tools fail. So let me show you how I rebuilt a personal CRM from the ground up and designed it starting where relationships already exist, and that is LinkedIn. So let's start with why LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the ultimate people database. Most people have LinkedIn profiles. They might not be active on LinkedIn, but as a people database, they exist on LinkedIn. And because of this, when you go to in-person networking events, people are already connecting on LinkedIn. When you want to look somebody up, you can find them on LinkedIn. And the reason I like LinkedIn is because it's the only social media platform where people self-identify as who they actually are. There's no pseudonyms, there's no fakeness. You are who you say you are, for the most part, and your background is a testament to what your career has been. And because of this, it allows you to have accurate information about individual people. So even though LinkedIn is ultimately a social media platform where you could post and find people and prospect, and there's a lot of extra utility within the platform, I like to start from the premise of LinkedIn is the ultimate people database. So because it's a people database, what I wanted to do is design a way for me to be able to create a CRM around that people database. How could I collect the individual people that I'm looking for, save them into a database, and access that database while on LinkedIn. So in order to do that, we built a Chrome extension. Now, how you get access to the Chrome extension is if you go to pursuenetworking.com and you create an account, you'll be asked and prompted to download our Chrome extension. Once you open our Chrome extension and log in using your LinkedIn credentials, what we have done is we've given every user on our platform their own private secure database. Once you've installed the Pursue Networking Chrome extension, what it allows you to do is to search for people on LinkedIn. And once you go to their profiles on the platform, you can save people into your database off of LinkedIn. And so this way you could categorize people, you could add notes, you could change statuses. We're trying to bring tools to LinkedIn to allow you to leverage the LinkedIn database, the people database, to be able to think about how to organize your network around people that you know. So for example, you can change statuses, you could create lists. The idea is that you can do all of this while you're browsing LinkedIn to create a new data layer to use LinkedIn as a social media platform, but layer on your own database to be able to capture data and organize data and add relationship context. This way, as the platform changes, you can maintain a data layer on top of LinkedIn. And how do I visualize where they're at in a networking funnel? This way, I could try to progress conversations, I could add follow-ups, and I can reorganize myself while I'm using LinkedIn as a social platform and a sales platform to be able to maintain relationships and nurture them a little bit more effectively and keep top of mind the people that I'm actually trying to network with. Now, the reality is that sometimes you want to take conversations off of LinkedIn. You might want to email them. You might want to organize people a little bit differently. And this is why we connected our Pursue Networking system with HubSpot. We're giving you a pathway to be able to push data from LinkedIn to HubSpot to be able to organize things across multiple platforms. You can network with people on the social platform of LinkedIn, save them to your Pursue Networking database to organize people into lists, take notes, and then be able to push them to HubSpot to be able to email them and be able to stay in touch with them through email and organize them into marketing lists. That way you have a very scalable pathway to be able to do your personal branding and your sales and networking and marketing. So on a high level, that's how the Pursue Networking system works. It's an AI data layer that exists between LinkedIn and HubSpot to be able to organize your network on LinkedIn, provide B2B networking tools to help you be more effective at personal branding and developing and nurturing your relationships on LinkedIn, and then be able to push enrich B2B emails and push that data to HubSpot to be able to get more utility out of HubSpot as needed. And that is how the Pursue Networking system functions. So next, let's talk about the AI data layer component, which we like to call ANDI. ANDI stands for Artificial Networking Digital Intelligence. And essentially what we've done is we built a smart AI assistant that allows you to log relationship context and help with personalized writing. So if you are on any profile on LinkedIn, you can log context about the prospect and talk with your AI assistant who is designed to help you with personalized networking. And every time you log and work with your assistant, what we're doing with AI is ANDI is analyzing the context of the conversations to be able to create structured notes about the individual prospect, which makes it a lot easier to be able to log context about the people that you're networking with, because you can use natural conversations and let the AI create your notes automatically. So if you need to write an email, I want to write him an email introduction to see how he's doing. And he can help with writing emails, writing messages, storing context, setting reminders. The beauty of Andy is as you use Andy, it starts to learn about the user and it learns about the prospect to help you write with more personalization, which helps you log contacts and write emails to people and messages either through the LinkedIn messaging inbox or through emails through HubSpot. So next, I just want to show you a little bit of the features on a high level of how to use Andy and Pursue Networking extension on LinkedIn. We're going to do a live walkthrough of finding somebody on LinkedIn, saving them to the Pursue Networking database, use Andy to enrich the B2B email, store some relationship context, push them to HubSpot, and you'll see a full end-to-end flow of how you can network on LinkedIn, store data, push it to HubSpot, and have a personalized CRM using free LinkedIn and free HubSpot. So let's do this. So here's what you do. First, find the prospect that you want to network with or just organize yourself. And the first thing to do is to click the black star. When you open the black star, you'll be able to save the prospect to your Pursue Networking database. Now, what you can do is you could add them to list. We'll add them to a list. We could also enrich their email. Now we can use the AI to deliver the relationship contacts. Andy, our assistant, is going to help you think through how to personalize the networking conversations. And then what it's also going to do is take all of the information that it receives from the user and think through how do you store prospect memories, which are essentially structured notes, and save them on a prospect level. You'll see that we're automatically creating notes based off the inputs given from the user. So we can get the email address, we can change the status, we can add people to list, organize it all while on LinkedIn. And then at any given time, what we can do is create the prospect in HubSpot. And when we're doing this, what it's doing is it's automatically, assuming that you've connected your HubSpot to it, creating prospects cards in HubSpot and syncing the data directly to HubSpot. It's taking chat summaries and your memories, making it activity on the prospect level. It's also adding in the email address. So this way you can use HubSpot to immediately email the prospect and also access Andy here to be able to, I want to send him an email wishing him well and letting him know that it would be great to see him soon. So now you can use Andy on HubSpot or on LinkedIn to help you gather your prospect, your personalized writing criteria. You can copy the message and paste it right into HubSpot and boom, you're ready to go. The things that we're really trying to help people with is one, attribution from LinkedIn to HubSpot by making it so you're in control of who's getting pushed. We're also helping with sales compliance to make sure that things are getting updated into HubSpot. So we're giving you a data layer to be able to import your information and have it auto sync. So now what you can do is press auto sync. And not only did we push it to HubSpot, but now we're auto syncing it. So any single time you update the prospect on LinkedIn or in your mobile device, it's automatically going to make its way, the information into your HubSpot contacts. And then we're also having the AI help you with personalized writing based off the prospect memories. So there's a lot of features that we're building in to help streamline the networking, updating, context gathering, leveraging LinkedIn and HubSpot. And that's essentially what a simplified walkthrough is, some of the features that we're using to kind of have a smart data layer extension to use around LinkedIn and HubSpot. So who is this for? Well, I would say that one, it's for any small to mid-sized business that's using HubSpot. Because if you're already using HubSpot and your reps are using LinkedIn, we've built a portal to be able to be more effective at lead attribution, compliance, and then also personalized writing to be able to increase your lead flow and then also your qualification and compliance back to HubSpot. But it's also for founders, CEOs, small businesses that haven't thought of CRMs and are just currently using LinkedIn and a spreadsheet or disparate systems, not really knowing the process of what to do to increase sales conversions. The reality is that when you're building a small business, you have to stay organized. You have to nurture relationships. You have to develop relationships. So LinkedIn is a great tool to be able to build a personal brand, and HubSpot is a great tool to be able to develop business utility. But the layer to be able to help with some of the manual syncing is really where we shine, and what we've been building to be able to kind of help people streamline their workflow processes on how to automate data connections between LinkedIn and HubSpot. So if you are interested in trying this out, we would appreciate your feedback. You could go to pursuenetworking.com. You can try our extension. You can check it out. We have a free 14-day trial, and we would really appreciate your feedback. And also, if you want to comment on this video, if you have any questions or features that you would love for us to build, we would love to get to know you and see how we can support your business growth. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.